This is not my story, but my friend/roommate's. For the sake of privacy, we will call her Summer, who gave me permission to tell her story. Summer was one of 2 friends I had when I lived in Texas. Our other best friend was Jessica, a brilliant student athlete who was being scouted by a ton of universities starting in sophomore year. During our junior year, Jessica was traveling out of state for competitions and to meet with recruiters. She dreamed of going to a D1 school outside of Texas. I ended up moving back to Oregon before our senior year, but still kept in touch with Jessica and Summer. It was around this time that a rumor began spreading around school that during one of Jessica's out-of-state visits, she had an abortion. This was around the time abortion had been outlawed in Texas, and it could have had devastating consequences for her. Her coaches and her parents were quick to disprove the rumors, but the ones about how Jessica was sleeping around and getting her college acceptances from doing favors for the recruiters clung to her like a toxic cloud. It didn't help when Jessica came out as asexual. Most of the students didn't believe her. That was when Jessica decided she would be graduating early to take an early acceptance to a D1 school on the East Coast. This was great for Jess as it meant getting away from our toxic high school, but devastating for Summer, who was left behind to finish our senior year alone. There was nothing she could do except keep her head down and try and survive. One day, while in the locker room, she overheard a couple of girls talking a few aisles down. They were the girlfriends of some of the football players, and they thought they were untouchable. One of them was bragging about how she made Jessica leave by starting that rumor. Summer tracked down one of their hangers-on and forced her to spill. The lackey broke. She said that it was Tammy, the bragger, who started it. She didn't even know Jessica personally. She just didn't like how she was getting these offers, getting all the adoration from the school, and she hated how her running back boyfriend tried to hit on her at a bonfire the year before. Tammy came from a religious family. She was the model of a good Christian girl, a future trad wife, who was on track to go to college, meet a man or marry her high school sweetheart, and have a kid by 21. Summer said she considered calling Tammy's mom by pretending to be someone from Planned Parenthood, something she got from watching Mean Girls, but decided against it. She had a better idea. Her sister worked at a health center at a college out of state. Before coming home to visit for spring break, Summer asked if she could bring condoms and some stuff about birth control. The sister did just that and gave her a discreet white paper bag with condoms and printouts of the various methods of birth control. They didn't have the college's information, so there was no way this could be tracked. While Tammy left her backpack unattended in the locker room, Summer slipped the bag into an outer pocket and waited. She didn't remember when it happened, only that there were several days where Tammy didn't come to school. She didn't show up for any of the big events our old high school put on at the end of the year. No prom, no last football game of the year, no senior night. She wasn't seen with the cheerleaders or the dance team. For the rest of the year, her mom dropped her off and picked her up from school. The rumor was that Tammy's mom found the bag of condoms while going through her backpack and freaked out. They put her on lockdown and basically canceled her senior year. She was supposed to go to some big Christian university, but they decided to pull her out and make her attend a smaller college close to home. It's been a few years since that time. Recently, Summer went back to visit her parents in their hometown. While she was getting some snacks at Dollar General, she saw Tammy ringing up purchases at the cash wrap. According to Summer, she looked miserable,